Right, so here we have the Zalman Ultra Quiet Notebook Cooler. This is the ZM NC2000. You also get the NC1000. The main difference between the two being the NC1000 is slightly smaller than this unit. The 1000 is made for 15-inch laptops and less. The NC2000 is made for 17 to 20-inch laptops. Out of the box you get the obviously the cooler. You also get just a little USB cable and some instructions there. Just a quick word about the cooler. It's very cold to the touch, obviously because it's aluminium. Quite big, it's not very heavy, it's quite light. On the one side you've got a little speed dial there, you've got the on-off switch, you've got a light to show when it's on, you've got one USB port, and on the other side is another USB port, just to compensate for the one that's taken when you plug this into your machine. Looking at the inside, it is hollow. It looks very hollow inside. There's no ducts or anything. Where the actual fans are underneath, I'll show you the underneath there. You've got two fans up the top. We've got two grills here, so with a possibility for if you're thinking of modding the actual unit, you could probably cut these grills out and insert another two fans in there if you're brave enough to do so. But you've got that option there. You've also got little feet. You don't get them with the NC1000, but with this bigger model you get the 2 feet just to raise it a little bit more. You also get a little compartment at the side for your USB cable, to store your USB cable away. As I said, it looks very hollow from the inside. There's no ducts coming down to push the air down. It seems that the two fans mounted here just push the air, so they're bringing the air up from the bottom, they're just pushing it down the unit, and obviously it's coming out of these holes. So if you are thinking of drilling more holes up the top, be advised that you're probably going to mess up the cooler in effect, because the air is going to be sucked in from the bottom, it's going to be pushed straight through the holes at the top, so it won't come down to the bottom here and cool the entire notebook. If I grab the XPS and put it on top, you can see that it fits the notebook exactly. It's pretty much spot on. It's like it's almost made for this unit. As you can see, it fits exactly. One thing to note, however, if we look at the inside of this laptop, the grills are at the very top. So if I just show you the underside there, the grills, this is the actual top of the unit. I know it's upside down here, but this is the actual top of the unit. The grills are at the top, so when you do put the unit down, the grills are actually going to be where there's no holes, there's no air coming out of the top. So to get the best effect, it's probably worthwhile just moving it down and keeping your laptop in that kind of position. And what that will do is the fans just here will suck the air up, push it down, and you're more likely to get air going into the grills under your M1730 there. It's also enough to still cool the hard drives and so on. So you're going to get really going to get the best cooling like that. Obviously, if you just want it to look nice, you just put it straight back up the top where it fits like a glove. But you're not going to get the optimum cooling. You're still going to get very good cooling, but it will probably decrease your temperatures by about 3, 4, 5 degrees Celsius. But if you move it down a slight touch and your laptop intake is getting all the fresh air straight from the cooler, straight from the holes in the cooler, you're going to be dropping your temperatures a lot more, maybe up to about 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. We've not actually switched this unit on yet, so I can't actually tell you the exact temperature drops. But as soon as we switch the unit on, we'll do some testing, and I'll try and report back with exactly how much it dropped the temperature and so on. So hopefully that's given you a bit of an insight as to the actual cooler, what it looks like. It's not very easy to take the cooler apart. There's 4 screws there, which I have taken apart, but it's almost as though the actual cooler is glued on to the plastic at the bottom, because I still couldn't get it apart, so I can't actually show you the inside just yet. But as I said, if you're thinking of modifying it, the only real thing you can do, I wouldn't advise actually drilling holes into the top of the unit, because you're going to mess up all the airflow. The only thing I would advise you could do is add another 2 fans into the top, That's if you really need it, though, in the extreme cases. Otherwise, the cooler is pretty solid. It's not very heavy, it's quite light, obviously because it's aluminium. Looks very well made, and we'll test it, see how it performs, and hopefully I can report back to you. Hopefully that gives you a bit of an insight into the Zalman ZM NC2000 ultra quiet notebook cooler.